Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I rise to provide a brief to His August House on my recent ministerial engagement at the Conference of Pacific Education Ministers 2025, which was held in Papua New Guinea from March 17 to 20. The highly anticipated second CPM meeting officially commenced on the Tuesday, March 18 in Port Moresby, marking a historic moment for education in the Pacific region. Education ministers and delegates from 18 nations gathered to address critical challenges and chart a course for transformative education under the theme, Transforming Education for a Better Pacific. I also had the opportunity to champion the roundtable discussion on transforming education through flexible learning pathways, and during my keynote address, I emphasized on the initiatives such as the entrepreneurial skills training by incorporating TVET skills training in teacher training, the implementation of the micro-qualification mainstreaming of TVET at Year 9 in 15 secondary schools with TVET centers, citizenship and education, financial education, and the Matua program. Mr. Speaker, sir, I highlighted that education is the cornerstone of our future. And by working with the Pacific neighbors, Fiji can build a stronger, more resilient education system that empowers young people and drives sustainable development throughout our region. This conference was built on CPM 2023 and reaffirmed commitments to strengthen national and regional education system in a sustainable manner. Ministers were cognitive to the Article 26 of the UN Declaration of Human Rights and Sustainable Development Goal 4. The purpose of the CPM 2025 aimed to bring together Pacific education ministers to address regional challenges, develop policies, and enhance our education system. It focused on inclusivity, teacher development, and regional cooperation to ensure sustainable, equitable, and high-quality education for all Pacific learners. Along with the Fiji delegates and officials from the Fiji Embassy in PNG, a series of bilateral meetings were held with key development partners, including the World Bank, the Asian Development Bank, UNESCO, Global Partnership for Education, and the Commonwealth of Learning. The goals of this meeting was to strengthen partnership and explore how these organizations can better support Fiji's education system in line with SDG 4, the NDP 2025-2029, Vision 2050, the 2023 Denarau Declaration, and the 2025-2027 PNG Declaration. Mr. Speaker, sir, recognizing education as central to the 2050 strategy for the Blue Pacific continent, the Pacific education ministers reaffirmed the need for collective efforts to deepen regionalism. Pacific ministers further committed to CPM's role as a political oversight mechanism for regional education collaboration. They emphasized that regional cooperation remains essential to addressing shared educational challenges while ensuring national systems are robust and responsive. The education ministers recognize significant concerns and priorities that will need to be addressed collectively with the support from regional agencies, education partners, and stakeholders to strengthen national systems, including the provision of flexible learning initiatives. Mr. Speaker, sir, inspired by the innovation and resilience of Pacific navigators and wayfinders, the ministers highlighted the importance of balancing national priorities and efforts to deepen regionalism. Education must equip learners with the skills to navigate challenging landscapes while preserving and protecting Pacific identities, cultures, knowledge, and systems. The ministers reaffirmed the Pacific Regional Education Framework, or PECREF in short, as a unifying mechanism for policy alignment, shared learning, climate resilient systems, and sustainable education transformation. Mr. Speaker, sir, building on the outcomes of CPAM 2023 held in Auckland, the three-day conference drew together a diverse range of views and opinions where the following key issues and actions were identified. The support to teachers in the region. The ministers, along with all other education sector groups who attended the CPAM, agreed to prioritize supporting and strengthening teacher quality. Indigenous knowledge, culture, and language. We recognize the importance of strengthening resilience of learners from Pacific identity, culture, arts, and languages, and this needs to be incorporated in the education policies and legislation. Artificial intelligence and ICT. The ministers acknowledge the need to explore ways to embrace AI and ICT to support education outcomes. Inclusive education. The ministers reaffirmed their commitment to inclusive education and children with special needs, ensuring those most vulnerable and gifted are appropriately catered for. The early childhood education acknowledged the critical contribution to foundation learning outcomes of culturally and spiritually relevant and inclusive and quality early childhood education and development through PECREF and the Pacifica Call to Action on Early Childhood Development. The vocational training and pathways. Ministers call for investment and collaboration in piloting and implementing relevant, contextualized, and cost-effective models for vocational education and training in schools and in the region. Intersect between education and health outcomes. Ministers highlighted the need for collaboration with the health and relevant sectors to ensure support for health and well-being in schools. Pacific Education Ministers acknowledged the update of the 2050 strategy for the Blue Pacific continent and the review of regional architecture and welcome the decision of their leaders for the inclusion of education as a standing agenda item in their annual Forum Leaders meeting. Mr. Speaker, sir, the recommendations outlined for Fiji includes adopting the 20 priority outlined in the PNG Declaration for Transforming Education 2025-2027 to create a better Pacific with emphasis on strong political support for education and sustainable development. A significant bilateral meeting took place with Dr. Edo with the World Bank representatives. The meeting provided a valuable opportunity to review ongoing World Bank-funded education programs and to discuss key priority areas for future collaboration. Mr. Speaker, sir, I also engaged in constructive side meetings with the Asian Development Bank to discuss key educational issues and priority areas for collaboration in the 2025 CPAM in Port Moresby. Discussions encompass a wide range of topics, including cyclone-proof infrastructure for schools, national TVET policy, and ECE. Further bilateral meetings were also engaged with UNESCO and GP and Commonwealth of Learning. Discussions focus on addressing critical educational challenges and fostering innovative solutions, and Fiji's ongoing efforts to improve educational outcome through strategic investments in teacher training, curriculum development, and digital learning. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Fijian community and the Fijian High Commissioner in PNG hosted the Fiji delegation during our stay in PNG. The Fijian diaspora expressed their sincere appreciation for the delegation's visit and reiterated their commitment supporting Fiji development. The CPAM 2025 provides a crucial platform for Pacific nations to collaborate on transforming education for a better future in the region, with a focus on key priorities such as inclusive education, teacher development, and regional cooperation. The meeting will work towards achieving educational goals and ensuring the alignment of efforts across the Pacific. The key outcome of the meeting, Mr. Speaker, sir, is the endorsement of the PNG Declaration 2025-2027, which outlines 20 priority areas for implementation over the next 2 years, guiding the region's educational progress. Mr. Speaker, sir, the three-day conference hosted by PNG is the first Pacific Island nation representing a significant step towards strengthening collaborative efforts to enhance educational outcomes across the Pacific. Nasa wale.
Thank you.